This graveyard goes all the way back to the early 1800s.
Claire is feeling a draft.
Alright guys, so we have arrived at the church and cemetery, and let me tell you guys, this is kind of off the beaten path. Now, it's said that the original church that was built on this land was built next to the building that's standing now, which I'm gonna go ahead and take a wild guess that this piece of land right here that is all gravel now was possibly where the building stood. Now, it's said that the original building actually caught fire and burned down, and the building you could see behind me now is the new church that is still standing and active. Now, other than it being in a strange location, it doesn't really give you a certain feeling. It's kind of just you're at a church that has a cemetery. But let's see if it stays that same energy once we turn the spirit box on. Alright, so I'm set up here on a bench. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the spirit box on, and let's see if anything wants to come through and communicate with us. Now, for those of you that have not seen my last video, go ahead and check that out, because when we conducted a spirit box session at another cemetery, something happened that I've never had happen before. So if you haven't seen that, go check that out. But alright, let's see who or what wants to communicate with us today. Alright, we got the spirit box on, and let's see what comes through. My name is Tyler. Can you see me here in the back of the cemetery? I'm here to see if you want to communicate with me today. It seems pretty quiet and peaceful out here. Alright, I'm gonna put it on speech, and let's see if we could decipher anything that comes through. Alright, so as soon as I switched it, it kind of sounded like hate. It sounds like it's saying something, I just can't make it out. You can use this device to communicate with me. You can manipulate the energy and communicate with me. Something has something to say. Alright, let's put it back on words and see if they really want to communicate. You can use this device to communicate with me. You can manipulate the energy and make words come up and appear. Kara. What about Kara? Do you not want to talk? Is something stopping you? Do you want me to get up? Walk around a little bit? I can see a lot of old gravestones here. So what I think I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna lay it up against one of the gravestones and see what happens.
How's your day?
How's your day? My day's pretty good. How about you? How's your day? My day would be a lot better if you guys came through to communicate. I mean you no harm. I just want to know your story and talk to you.
Jessica.
Now guys, the gravestone that the spirit box is on is too worn out that I can't see the name. As you guys can probably see, there's metal literally holding it together. If you're asking me how my day was, you must want to talk. Alright, I'm going to begin to walk through the gravestones. If you want to talk to me, now is your chance.
Pride.
Pride. Do you have too much pride to talk? What about pride?
Claire is feeling adrift.
Kara is feeling adrift. Guys, the fact that it just related to one of the first names coming through, that is crazy. I have never had that happen before. All right, guys, so I just came across the plaque for the cemetery, and this is what it looks like. Now, guys, something crazy I just noticed is the Jacob they're talking about here. This is his actual gravestone.
Gateway.
Gateway, what about Gateway? Now this one's too worn down to see if it's Maria, but I'm gonna go ahead and say possibly if Jacobs is right.
Universal time.
Universal time? What about universal time?
Fantasy.
What's a fantasy?
Information.
Information. Yeah, I'd like to know some information. Do you want to share any? I know this graveyard goes all the way back to the early 1800s. Is that where you're from?
Back door.
Back door. What about the back door? I could see the back door.
He will harm.
He will harm. Who will harm? Someone watching me from the back door over there? Do they want to harm me? Now, as I'm walking through the cemetery, all you see is the same family names over and over. I don't know how many generations must be buried in this graveyard. All right, I'm gonna be leaving. This is your last chance to tell me whatever it is you want to tell me.
Hubert.
Hubert. Who's Hubert?
Spirit world.
Spirit world, yes. That's the world I'm trying to communicate with right now. Should I come back at night? For whoever wanted to harm me, you don't want to speak. Maybe I should come back at night and see you. Maybe you won't be so afraid. Alright, so now I'm just making my way back through the cemetery towards the car. I have the spirit box still going just in case anything wants to come through. But whatever said wanted to harm me doesn't really want to speak. But I guess we'll see what happens when I come back at night. Whatever or whoever that was will definitely see me again.
Rituals held here.
Whoa! Okay, guys. I was literally just putting the camera down as I'm coming around the corner here to head back to the car. And it literally says, rituals held here. That's crazy. So who knows? Maybe if we return at night, power. Do people do rituals here for power? All right, this is your last chance to tell me what you want to tell me. Until I see you next time at night. Alright guys, so I'm just walking to the car and still recording, and it just says, assumably, after I said I will see them at night.
Brittany.
Brittany? Who's Brittany?
In the suit.
Someone here in a suit that I can't see? Alright, I'm leaving. The next time I see you will be at night when I return.
I will try.
Okay guys, as you can see, I'm at the car. I was just about to open the door and it said, I will try.
Waiting.
Wedding. Interesting. Guys, literally as I'm about to step foot into the Jeep, the spirit box tells me about a hidden chamber. Could there be something laying beneath this church that nobody knows?